In this video, we're going to talk about line inequalities. Some people call these linear inequalities in two variables. I like the word line inequalities because of what happens. We get something that looks like this. Y is greater than or equal to 2x plus 5, something like that. So we'll come back to this in just a minute. Let's first of all look at inequalities that you've done in the past. 3x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 4. Now you solve this just like normal. You did, add 5 to both sides, you get 3x is greater than or equal to 9, divide both sides by 3, x is greater than or equal to 3. Now when you went to graph it, one of the reasons we started graphing it is because we can't possibly list out all of the answers. We can't write them all down, so we graph where they are. And we said, here's 0, there's the number 3, and then all the numbers we want are going to be bigger than or equal to 3. So that we put a mark on it that said 3 is indeed an answer. And then we went like that. When you were younger, you kind of put a dot like that and said, yep, I colored in 3 in all of these. I want you to look at it in just a slightly different fashion. This number 3, once we have found this is like a border or a cut point. It just cut the line up into a portion where x is less than 3, where x is equal to 3, and then where x is bigger than 3. So there are 3 parts of the line. Down here we didn't color this one. We did color where it's greater than 3, and then we also colored where it was equal to 3. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to treat this as though it's an equals sign. Y equals 2x plus 5. And what that will do, we get 0, 5, slope of 2, that's 1, 2 over 1. And right here, this line, like we have been doing for this entire unit, is where y equals 2x plus 5. Now, this line divides the entire plane, the whole plane, up into 3 regions, right where we're equal to 2x plus 5. One side is going to be where y is bigger than 2x plus 5, and the other side is where y is less than 2x plus 5. Now, the surefire way is to pick some points. I'll show you what I mean. Let's pick a point out here, say 8, 1, and stick it in here and see what happens. 1 greater than or equal to 2 times 8 plus 5. So I just picked the point 8, 1, just at random, and stick it in. Now, does it make it true? Is 1 bigger than or equal to 21? No way. That means that this point right here, when you stick it in, the y is actually smaller than that 2x plus 5. And you can see a 1 would be smaller than 21. Let's pick another point down here. How about something like 0, negative 13? So we have a negative 13 there, and on the other side, greater than or equal to 2 times 0 plus 5. Is negative 13 bigger than 5? No, negative 13 is smaller than 5. And so you can see this, we can actually try any point over here, and it will always come out that y is smaller than 2x plus 5. Here's a really, really good point right there to try. 0 bigger than or equal to 2 times 0 plus 5. That's not true. 0 is not bigger than 5. 0 is less than 5. So you can kind of see 0, 0 as a point gives us this inequality. So this entire side over here is where y is less than 2x plus 5. If we look on the other side, pick a point over here. It looks like if we do like negative 6, 8, we should get far enough on this side to make sure we're here. So let's try that one. 8 less than, greater than or equal to 2 times negative 6 plus a 5. Let's see if that works. 8 is greater than or equal to negative 12 plus 5 is negative 7. Is 8 bigger than or equal to negative 7? Indeed. So this point makes this inequality true, so it better be colored. And you try another point, another point, another point, another point, another point. Now, if you try this point right here, you will get equal to 2x plus 5. And yes, indeed, we want those. So we mark this as a straight line, meaning we want it, and we're going to color in all these other points on this side that way. Alrighty, let's try another one. 3x minus 2y is greater than 7. And you notice here, even though we're going to imagine there's an equal sign there, we do not want the points where 3x minus 2y equals 7. Those will be bad. Those are not the solution, but we can do it anyway. Here we're going to have a point. I'm just going to pick the x-intercept, as easy as the other one. If I stick 0 in for y, I will get 7/3 for x. So that gives us 7/3 is just above 2, and the slope is 3/2. So up 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. This point right here. Now this line is not part of the solution, so I'm going to put like what we did with open circles or parentheses in those other kind of problems. A dashed line, meaning it is not part of the solution. Now here's a good lesson. A lot of people think, oh, this is greater than 7, so we're going to be coloring up here. Well, let's see what happens. If we stick in a point, a random point here, say -3, 5, it's pretty close over here. Let's see if it works. 3 times -3 minus 2 times 5. See if that's bigger than 7. -19 bigger than 7. No, it's less than. So this side, this entire side of this line, is where the 3x minus 2y is going to be less than 7. This line is where it is equal to 7, and then 3x minus 2y is bigger than 7 down here. So this is our colored answer. And that's how we end it. I kind of made it tougher than I needed to. 0, 0 is a great point. If it's not on the line, go ahead and try 0, 0, and it'll tell you. If it doesn't work, you've got to pick the other side. 0 minus 0 is 0. Is that bigger than 7? Nope. 0 is less than 7. So you can tell that that's the side we found. Let's try a problem here. 2x minus 7y is greater than 8. So we treat it just like a normal equal sign. We have a point, 4, 0. And slope is a positive 2/7. So let's put that on the graph. 4 zeros here, and slope 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's see if we can draw the line here. Close enough? Oh no! I just drew this line, and this is not equal to this line where 2x minus 7y equals 8. I better get rid of that because this needs to be a dashed line. Because where 2x minus 7y equals 8 is not an answer. Now let's go about and try to find which side of the line this is on. Now we can pick any point in the world out here. Here's a nice easy one to pick. 0, 0. You can see it's on the upper side of the line or the left side of the line. And we stick it in, see if it works. 0 minus 0. Is 0 bigger than 8? It is not bigger than 8, so that one is not an answer. So let's try a point down here. We already know this side is now going to work because this side is 2x minus 7y is smaller than 8, but let's go ahead and just pick it for good measure. Let's do like 4, -3. Stick in 4 there, and we get 8 minus 7 times a -3. That's 8 plus 21 is 29. Is that bigger than 8? Yes, it is. So indeed, this point has to be colored. So that means we have this entire side of the line right there that works. Now, some people would like to do shortcuts and say, oh, but can't I find a way to trust that sign and say it's greater than? Well, there is a way to do it. And the way to do it is you look at the coefficients, either on x or on y. If they're positive, then you can trust it with regard to that variable. If they're negative, you may not trust it and have to go the opposite direction. Let me show you what I mean. Here's a 2. That's a positive. So as with regards to the x, you can trust it. X is bigger than something. That means you move to the right. And you'll notice we colored to the right of this line. On the other hand, the y is, it has a negative coefficient, a negative 7, which means we can't trust this. The y is not greater than something, it has to be less than, and you can see it down here. We went down on the line. Let's do one more so you can see how that works again. 3x plus 5y equals, better do a greater than or equal to 9. So we pretend like it's an equal and graph the line that'll cut the plane up into pieces that we need. Let me see, we have a 3, 0 as an intercept and a slope as a negative 3/5. 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Solid line, because equal to will actually be part of our answer here. Close enough there. And now we've got to find out which side we're on. Now again, the safest way to do it is to pick a point that is not on the line. If you pick it on the line, you'll get equal to 9. But pick it off the line somewhere, anywhere, and there's a very nice one to do. Is 0 bigger than 9? 0 plus 0. Nope, it is not. So we would have to go with the other side. But if you wanted to use these shortcuts, you can see how it works. X has a positive coefficient, so that means we can trust x is bigger than something, we are going to the right. Or you could look, y has a positive coefficient, so y is greater than this. And so we are going, indeed, up. So that's kind of a shortcut, especially if you have it in standard form.